Hey guys, um, today I'm trying something new. I'm playing a card game called Set while I talk about stuff because I don't know, I think maybe it will help me in therapy or something. I don't know. Um, but giving myself something to do while I talk may or may not be helpful, and we're trying it out. So it's a card game, so that's what you can hear in the background while I talk is me shuffling and putting down new cards and things like that. If you haven't ever played Set, it's a really fun game and you should check it out. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about suicidal ideation. Um, and, um, well, first, I don't really know what triggers other people, so, uh, trigger warning, I'm talking about suicide. Um, but I do know that I'm not going to talk about like methods and means and things like that. I'm just going to talk about what it kind of looks like for me, and um, I don't know. I have no idea how triggering that's going to be. So I'm giving a warning, but I'm not talking about methods and means. Okay. Um, so I guess what I wanted to explain is that suicide for me, like my first thoughts of suicide were when I was really, really young, like 8. And that was the first time that I contemplated my own death as a way out. And I don't I don't know, I used to think that was like really bad. I mean, I kind of I'm starting to think that maybe I thought about it younger. Like much younger. I used to have dreams about killing everybody. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Like when I was in preschool, if I had a bad dream about my preschool, the solution in my brain was typically, kill them all. so I didn't find it scary at the time. I'm sure my teachers and everybody did, but I didn't. It was just another solution. Um, and death in general has sort of continued to be that. It's just another solution. So when people say, when people ask me if I'm suicidal, I don't always know what to say. Um, Especially since I got put on sertraline, it's been really bad because it's like it's just another solution. I don't want to go to work today. Maybe I should kill myself. I don't want to get out of bed today. Maybe I should kill myself. Um, I'm annoyed. Maybe I should kill myself. It's like a way out, and it's to the extreme. Now, keep in mind, I have some physical like if I actually start thinking about it, like seriously thinking about it, I have a physical response. So I am really unlikely to actually kill myself. Um, but I mean, it's kind of important for me to talk about this because I don't know, since my medication has such an intense physical reaction for me, I'm not really sure if I will continue to have that. Um, so it's kind of important for me to talk about that as, like that's that's a thing. I have never stopped doing that, whether or not I have healthy coping mechanisms. Like that's kind of been removed from my coping repertoire, but only in action, not in thought. So I don't know. I don't know how other people feel. I don't even on my happiest days, that's just a thing. And I never really thought of it as particularly unhealthy until relatively recently. Um, it was just a thing, you know. If you can't, like, death has never been a particularly emotional topic for me. So, I mean, I can make it emotional, but that tends to be a physical response. Like, I got very, very close, and I couldn't hear anything, and it just sounded like buzzing in my head. Um, so if I hear white noise, like think about this. A lot of therapists have white noisemakers in their offices, and if I hear white noise, I am likely to have a panic attack. So, um, yeah, I, and that actually seems, like a healthy response to me. Like, you know, because I mean that kind of ringing in your ears is generally a symptom of low blood pressure, which I also have. So if your ears start ringing, then your blood pressure is too low, so your heart starts working harder to get blood to your brain to stop the ringing in your ears, and it thinks that you're like actually ill. So it actually makes a lot of sense that I have that, that and the trauma of attempting and failing, and ugh, and then the various really bad reactions from various people in my life. Um, but yeah. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how, well, at least my experience with, the suicidal ideation doesn't, it didn't just go away for me. I learned not to do it, and I have a physical safety mechanism so that I don't do it, but the thought is there, and it doesn't go away. It doesn't just stop. And I'm kind of wondering if other people feel this way too. I don't know. I just, mentally, I always think that it's like, it's not a big deal. Like, sure, everybody dies. So I'm just doing it a little bit sooner. And what stops me is, physical response. And also, I know that other people who I care about think that it's a big deal. And I don't want to hurt them. But it's still there. It doesn't just go away. Yeah, and playing cards is only kind of working. I mean, I'm much slower. I'm probably not speaking particularly. I mean, I'm always kind of spacey. Let's just be real here. I'm always kind of spacey. But, I don't know. I'll listen to this. I'll listen back to this and see how it sounds. Yeah, I'm considering asking my therapist who I'm meeting on Monday, or whoever I end up with, if I can play cards in her office while we talk, just to help me relax or something. So we'll listen to this and see how it's working. Thanks for listening.